You think you were born? No. You were created. And you're created. Oh! Oh, no! Stop it! Stop! We've already done this before. Stop! Stop! Stop running into me.
Alright, I'll be... So, Optimus is transforming while he's smashing into Studio Series Lockdown. This is number 11 of the Studio Series from Transformers Age of Extinction.
And part of our Christmas toy haul as well.
Indeed, Christmas of 2022 to be exact. So it's taken us just a little hot minute to get to this one.
Yep.
Or several hot minutes, just depending on however you want to look at it. So let's take a look at the box art while you do whatever it is you're doing with Optimus. And that is the Optimus, by the way, guys.
From
Studio Series.
You can check this one out on our playlist.
Yes, go to the... I don't remember if I put it in Revenge of the Fallen's playlist. I might have, but for sure it is in the Studio Series playlist. Available for your convenience right here on the channel. Alright, so there he is. One of the worst head sculpts in all live action movies. This, I really, really dislike. I like this character. I don't like this head sculpt. I think it looks dumb. But Studio Series Lockdown 11. So this was very, 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 very early in the Takara Tomy alliance of Studio Series. And so he has the gigantic hook thing, and he's got he has a gun here. Oh, it's his gun knife thing, whatever that is. This does not have the face gun. We did, in fact, though, if you go to the Age of Extinction playlist, you can look at the Deluxe series of Lockdown, which does have the face gun, and I think we might have put that on him in the video. I can't remember. It makes him really, really top heavy and also looks silly. So anyway, there's the rest of the box art. So oddly enough, they have Bumblebee number 1, Bumblebee number 2, and also number 10 is Jazz. And I don't understand why these three are on the box and nothing else is, but whatever. Oh yeah, here, let's have that a second. We're gonna put the box over there. And so this is inside of his ship, which is a massive, massive thing. This is a little shuttle, I guess, that goes to this massive ship. And him and his minions, I guess, pilot this thing around. Lockdown, of course, is a intergalactic bounty hunter of sorts. And for some reason, he also had Grimlock on the ship. Okay, so let's take a look here at the weapons while Leo is continuing to do whatever he's doing with Optimus. We've got this, I guess it's not a gun at all. It's just a knife.
There we go.
Although oddly on the box art it looked like he had a gun. But and then we got this claw thing, which is a thing that exists. I'm not sure how useful it would be to actually hook anyone with, maybe. I don't know. These are okay when he's in robot mood. I guess we need some weapons to put on him, and there's different places you can peg them with the different pegging strategies here. Okay, and there's Optimus toppling over. While we take a look here, oh, let me just back this out. Okay, we take a look here. So normally, there we go. So normally the hood lines up to the back, which I just fixed, by the way, for you. This guy is a little on the Ghibli side, and he's actually a little annoying to transform. There's a way that you have to do this front part, or it doesn't want to peg in all the way, as you can see here. And I'm trying to fix it. I don't know if I'll be able to, though.
There's Optimus,
there we go.
Bubba.
All right. Yep. There he is.
Hook thing.
Oh, he took the hook thing. Yeah, nice. Okay, so here it is in transform mode, fully transformed, fully realized. Everything, all the panels are notched in place. You can see there's a million panels on it. But this is, of course, the Lamborghini. What is this thing again? The Aventador, yeah, it's a thing you guys see in YouTube videos all the time. the Aventador, which apparently everybody was renting and doing videos of it. Not us, but other people. Some of them you may be familiar with. And inside here you can see that it is... Well, if you don't like Transformers where you can see the robot, this actually looks like he's in the coffin. This looks like he's in the Carbonite. Like Han Solo was in the Carbonite in Star Wars. This actually looks like Lockdown is in the Carbonite of his car shell. So we won't worry too much about the bottom of it. But everything is very nicely pinned in place. I love that. Rims look good. Definitely this is not... it's got all the smoke glass, which I think is a really, really cool touch. Like, as far as movie accurate, this thing nails it pretty well.
It's out of the park.
Lambo insignia there, right there on the front. We've got the red tail lights. Classic louvers here. And those actually are in smoked acrylic as well. So they did a fantastic job with this. I think this is actually some of the early... I shouldn't say it. Some of the early ones were actually hit and miss. This was definitely a hit as far as car mode and accuracy goes, as long as you don't look at the bottom of it.
You know I don't like seeing robot parts.
Well, look, there he is.
Oh God! All right, shall we get into the transformation?
Yeah, let's put Optimus to the side while we're doing that.
Optimus, let go of it.
It's my hook now. No. Leonis Prime, no.
Alrighty then. Car. Oh, and as you guys can see, we brought back the old review mat.
The old review mat is making an appearance after a long layoff, and you can see it still has a crease in the center, so I'm going to have to put some weight on it and see if I can get that out for future videos, but I have really heavy books somewhere, so I'm sure that'll do the trick exactly the way we need it to.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Start by unpegging these two things.
The doors. These things are called doors.
And then unplugging these two front parts at the front.
Ah. Nice. Done.
Anyway, so next thing's next. It's to unpeg these things. Then unpeg this part. As you can see, it's a true shelf warmer.
It is a bit on the shelf warming side.
Move this part back and unintentionally unclip the legs.
Perfect.
Keep this open. Place the hood back down in here. Revealing Lockdown's pretty face.
It's awful.
It's true. Anyway.
It is movie accurate, but it is hideous.
Anyway, you bring the feet out as well as unclipping the tailgate part. Move this up.
They made it so humanoid. That's, I think, the part that I dislike.
You snapped this joint accidentally because it's a tension clip.
Ah, yes. The beloved tension clips.
They make a comeback with this figure.
They never left, unfortunately.
Just to place them here. It's the best you can do. Also use them as heels.
Nice.
Sort of. Next, unclip the arm from this bicep piece and swivel it around, as well as moving this rocket part around. Do this on both sides. And unless I'm missing something... Oh wait, I am.
His weapons. Yes, we must accessorize. How'd you like a hook? It's not a hook for a hand, it's a hook in your hand.
New concept. This is a clip. See, now he can be like a Prime in the Revenge of the Fallen.
Ah, yes.
And otherwise, here he is.
Here he is.
In robotics mode.
Boy, right in your face there, guys. Let's
his ugly, ugly face.
take a look back. So there is, you can see, it's on a ball joint, but it is almost no articulation because he's got all this junk.
Plus robotic backpack.
It immediately hits. Well, no, it's hitting this stuff right here. And this stuff's all molded in, so it can't go anywhere. As is his chest. His chest is molded in as well. So I like the detail work here. I will say that. I don't like him in robot mode, like at all, but I do like the detail. The detail looks really, really, really good.
Studio series always.
The hands are molded into the doors. Not great, but there is really good detail work here. Got a lot of nice contrast here with, it looks like shocks possibly. I don't know if those are accurate to the Aventadors or not, but you can see his joints are already a little bit loose up here in the shoulders. And this is not a figure that has seen, I don't think, any playtime actually. He's been sitting
in a box.
No, he hasn't been sitting. Yeah, he was sitting in a box for years, literal years, before we got to him. And then he's been sitting on the counter by the microwave, waiting patiently for us to actually review. I do like that little touch of blue. Waiting patiently for us to review him. So he hasn't seen a lot of action at all, but you can see there's definitely some looseness here.
You can base that down to really bad joints.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's, what else do you guys say? Foots are good. I think this is actually a really good design. I don't mind this backpack. I think there's no real problem with the profile here. I think it looks actually pretty good. Just like his face sculpt. I mean, I think it actually works okay in robot mode. I had no problem at all with this. I think it's better in vehicle mode, but I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this I wish I knew. So there's nothing wrong with this in robot mode, but I wish I knew where the gun was so that we could try to put the face gun from the actual movie on here and see what would happen. But that one was super shell formerish, and parts of it were constantly falling off that thing. I'm relatively sure it's probably boxed up somewhere. We've got boxes of Transformers that at some future point a certain someone is going to have the very fun task of seeing what is still complete. That'll be a good time. Probably not, but anyway, yeah. There he is in robot mood. Not bad.
Our boy, the Lamborghini Aventador guy.
Do you like him in robot mood? What do you think?
Shell-formerish.
It is.
And it doesn't even look like the original Deluxe, but I mean, detail is spot on.
It's supposed to be
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. It's supposed to be better though than the original Deluxe, because the Deluxe is what was not meant to be like a collector toy. This is meant to be a collector toy. I guess it doesn't make sense. A collector action figure. I don't know, what do you call stuff that's not meant to be toys? I guess it's collectibles. I don't know. But this is meant to be a collectible action figure, not something to be necessarily played with.
Why don't we do the outro of this video on this pose? So
the detail is not as great. Well, he's not in vehicle mood. I guess that'd be the main reason we're not gonna do that.
Right. Let's start by straightening out everything.
Okay, let's close in so everybody can watch.
Let's remove his weapon.
Make the shell.
Put these off to the side.
This one is not a bad transformation back and forth, because you generally can see what they're trying to go for, and it's just really a matter of clicking stuff into place to make that happen.
Here we have lockdown. Done.
Done. There's no. I don't think there's any
right,
like.
First things first.
There's no 180s or anything, right? It's just all slided into place.
Use Cybertronium missiles.
Ah, yes, Cybertronium missiles.
You move these backward. Then you move these things back. Play here, click. Then with these arm pieces, there's a little tab, you have to notch it in there. This is at all new, but hey, we're doing it.
That's right, we're doing it.
Alright, so after we've completed the arms, we're going to complete the legs.
The legs. Nice.
We're going to start by closing up the feet and turning them this way.
Nice.
And closing up our Lambo parts.
Nice.
To make the back of the vehicle.
Beautiful.
Now it all comes down to this backpack here if you want to cover the entire thing.
Guys, I said I wasn't going to do this, but it's so pretty, I'm just going to cry. Alright, I'm not going to do that.
Alright.
I've always wanted to say that.
With this backpack piece right here.
I haven't always wanted to say that.
we have these two tabs. You need to unfold them. Then move them right to the back. That's...
You gotta go back more.
Yeah, no. So for the main shelf warmer thing, you actually have to go back more, plus unveil his beautiful hood.
Yes, his gorgeous, lovely hood.
So once you move back, you'll see a little tab right here. You basically need to tab these things into place.
Yeah, and you're gonna probably have to do it several times because it doesn't necessarily like to hold all the tabs in place all the time. It does like to hold them in place some of the time though.
Definitely not a play figure per se.
But you know, Lockdown, just like that's just the way he is. He's just, you know, cranky, you know, he's trying to, you know, just
Alright, so we have the beautiful back of the vehicle.
Lovely.
Now, the box art says the roof and back is lined up. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah, well, so guys, if you watched the beginning of the video, I showed you how to do that. I'll show you in a second how to do that too. It's easier to wait for that part though until the rest of it is transforming.
So,
or you can, yeah, just take
hood comes undone.
Isn't it? It's roadkill Lockdown. No hood.
So, at this point, if that happens, you just have to unpeg the back to get to the main shelf armor piece. There we are.
There we go. Yeah, they don't like to pin stuff in for some reason.
The legs like to come undone a lot during this point.
So I think they don't pin stuff in because they don't want it to break and be unusable. You know what I mean? They'd rather have that just come off rather than snap completely. But some things you can't. You have to pin.
See, there we go. We have the roof aligned.
Beautiful. But you'll have to do that again before the end, I'm pretty sure. Just the way the way this guy goes. It's just a facet of the process.
Now that we have this, which is where you should be if you are following at home with your own copy.
Right.
You just need to simply move these arms forward. This hood thing likes to snap a lot. So it's better to literally just peg in the arms.
The hood is goofy. Because you have to put the hood thing inside of the two outer parts.
Oh my god.
And it's really,
alright, so
it's really a pain.
Now what you need to do is you need to unpeg the shell yet again. Alright, so we solved our problem. You actually have to have these things on top. In a few outtakes the hood kept snapping off and that was why.
Yeah, you gotta get the front fenders on top of the hood, and if you don't do that, it is a pain to get them fixed.
Alright, so now you just need to peg them in with the doors.
And it also puts enough torque on it to pull the hood off completely.
Oh geez. Guys. What? Okay, so this door snapped in absolutely fine. This one ain't. So we'll be right back to solve our problem.
Alright, so these things you have to just put them on top. And then you have to kind of angle it in here so that you can then come underneath. And this is not a great design. I don't like it. But anyway, you have to just kind of keep pushing things together until it does. And then just keep going here. Oops, this one didn't behave either.
Yeah, the reason I didn't surface
I hate this design, I really do. There we go.
The reason why I thought
so that's what you want.
The roof, so the reason the hood was also snapping was because I was trying to straighten out the roof mid-transformation.
Okay, so it's a matter now of getting the doors. Is that all we have left? Is this the doors?
No, we,
Okay.
It's not, because the fenders were down. We had them like this. Yeah, we had them like this, and this is supposed to be like that, but obviously it ain't, so.
Which one?
So you see this door?
Yeah. Oh, we gotta fix that here. So you can fix the roof, guys, by the way, just by pulling these apart a little bit.
And again, better to transform that thing fully before trying to fix the roof.
And we have some problem here because this isn't tucking in all the way. Okay guys, so what happened there was he had this part down. You can't have that. This has to be flat. So again, when you do this,
it's this minor mistake, but it will actually just stop the transformation.
It will ruin your transformation right there.
You just
so you
have,
can see.
It gets really minor.
You got to put this over the tab, otherwise you lose the hit row. See, I got to go back. Here's how you do this. See it?
Yeah.
You put your thumb here, you put your thumb here, you just kind of pull them apart and then put it. So see if it's all clipped in the way you want it. See if it's all right. Just little goofy stuff like that, but it'll ruin the transformation.
Honestly,
it'll actually
it is so minor. So unless you're just playing with this guy,
you just have to keep that in mind. I mean, it's meant to be a collector's thing. Let's take a look. Actually, let me just look at one thing real quick. But you can see, I mean, it all lines up. You can see where they're going with it. It's a really good representation of Aventador. Like this looks better than the original Deluxe class course by quite a bit. Oh, you could put weapons on his. Be hard to steer like that. Does he have stowage? I don't know. I don't even know. Does he?
Who knows? I know.
We should.
I know one of the other Transformers.
Every once in a while,
Christmas toy haul did.
Every once in a while, I feel like we should look at these. Let me see if there's any storage. I don't see. Oh no, they weren't on the outside, dude. Look. See?
I know. This is why I put them on.
Oh yeah, yeah, you got it.
So here we are, fully Mad Max style.
He's gonna hook his own. I'm gonna hook my own tire. I'll teach me to turn. I think so. They say to do it like this, but this looks really dumb.
It's better if you just do it.
Can you not? Hold on a second here. Can we? Yeah. No, you're probably right. Oh yeah. No. Wow. It only. Why are these slots? Oh, and I just. Goodness. Guys, I'm telling you, these tension clips are gonna be the end of me. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I don't like this. I wish they were round so you could at least point towards. I guess you could point towards the back of the car. I'm gonna give myself a flat. I'll show me. Oh, this is, hey, dude, this looks kind of cool like this. No? It's like a ground effect. No, it's just like a, that looks neat. Wow.
And that's why I'm calling it Mad Max Lambo.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Mad Max Aventador.
I don't know if you can do it like that though, because I think it hangs too low. It's gonna interfere with the wheels touching.
So.
Yes.
All right.
So you want to do a pose with that from above at the end? What do you want to do? What sounds good?
Well,
we're gonna make this a 4-hour video.
I'm gonna talk about a few things here.
Okay.
So first off, yeah, I'm using this guy because we don't really have an Age of Extinction Studio class Optimus yet. Not that I've seen.
I don't think we do. No. That one. I mean, how many Optimuses are you gonna have, right? That's actually a really good one. That Revenge of the Fallen one. Like, face sculpt is excellent.
Plus those Energon blades, they were cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Too bad he died.
His Energon, I don't know what happened to his Energon blades. No, they're somewhere.
They're somewhere.
We're really good at losing accessories.
All right, lockdown. Let's talk about them.
Let's do it.
So there's a lot of tension clips on this figure, generally, and struggles with transforming generally come down to those tension clips exactly, because if you put enough torque on them, they snap off, obviously.
Well, again, it's either that or it breaks the toy, though. So, I mean, that's why they do some of that. This one, though, I think, like, you have to be so very clear about following the transformation in a very specific order. And if you're not, it won't do it. Like, it will not transform it. And you'll see, like, a lot of that got cut out of this video, guys, but we've been filming for a lot longer than the runtime is. Simply because
that hood.
Yeah, the torque of that. And actually, it's kind of funny. When I first tried to learn how to transform this myself, back around Christmas of 2022, I ran into the same issue. And if you don't, I hate the way that the front fenders plug into the front clip, which is where the hook thing is, where the grill is.
We're gonna get a pose going here. So
okay, so I hate the way they did that, but if you don't do it exactly in that order, it will not line up. You guys saw that in the beginning of the video, and I'm glad we got to show you that actually, because that's really a good thing for you guys to be able to see that very minor mistakes can actually prevent you from being able to transform this correctly. And when you have an exotic car with all those different flow lines and stuff in it, it's immediately apparent that something is not quite right.
Oh my god, the hood fell off while I was transforming this.
Yeah.
Just goes to show how weak this tension clip is.
The tension clips are weak, and I don't like them particularly, I'll be honest with you.
But they're there to make sure the toy doesn't break.
Well, and that's they're cheaper as well. So that is kind of what modern Hasbro is doing. It's just the nature of it. So I think it's still a good complaint. However, that is not going to be one that I don't think they're going to be persuaded by or really care one way or the other. You know, like it's just the way things are right now. But outside of that, what else did you want to talk about?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just doing it this way here.
Okay. All right. So I mean, outside of that, I think he's a really cool figure.
Yep.
Like, Age of Extinction is probably. I have problems with all of the Transformer movies, every one of them, in the live action side. But Age of Extinction, I think, has a lot of really cool moments in it. And I think that's an excellent representation of. Well, Optimus has a definite reach advantage here. Oh, getting him right in the spark. Nice.
Let's hope the Matrix saves him.
If you're fans of the Lambo Aventadors, this is actually a really good one as far as Transformers go. I don't know that anybody's a fan of Lockdown, especially from a facial sculpt side. Yeah, I think this is another good one for the Studio Series. Like, I have no issue with it at all. It's like I said, I don't like the way that they did Lockdown the movies, but it's a really good representation of the movie Lockdown. Both modes, really. Better with butter. All right, guys. So there it is. As the struggle continues, this is the Studio Series. Deluxe Class Lockdown Studio Series number 11 entry, in fact, from the Transformers Age of Extinction. Oh, that's nice, dude. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our look at Lockdown.
Optimus is barely struggling, but this guy can't even.
He's got a reach advantage, yeah. Guys, if you did, please give us a little thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button. If you've not done so already, if there's a blue notification bell and comments available and you care to use those, please feel free to do that. Whether or not, guys, check out our community tab, where stuff that formerly went on Twitter is now going. There is exclusive stuff there, such as me blabbing about the Transformers Rise of the Machines movie, if anybody cares about that. Oh, Rise of the Machines, sorry. That was Terminator. I meant Rise of the Beast. Transformers Rise of the Beast. I don't blab about Terminator, I blab about the Transformers. If you guys are interested,
plus exclusives. Screenshots like this.
Yeah, guys.
And so, you don't even need to leave the site.
That's right. If you like display shots, we are not doing anything exclusive to Twitter any longer, but it is now here on the community tab, right here on YouTube. But there it is, one last time for the world. One last look at the Transformers Age of Extinction, the Studio Series number 11 Lockdown.
I like how he's also pulling this panel down with the blade.
That is nice. Yeah, that's a good touch. I like that a lot. We will see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.